Alright, hello and welcome back to another Clash of Fates game. This is going to be UnderDogs versus Soggy Biscuits again. Sorry for my mistake on that last game. I ended up doing draft mode and the Soggy Biscuits wasn't able to pause and reset their client. So unfortunately it kind of messed up that game, and so we're back for another game, and Angus, if you want to take it away, mate.
Yeah, well, currently, obviously, Sivir, Morgana, and Heimerdinger is getting banned out for the Team Purple here, and Malphite, Cho'Gath, and the Riven. They are not wanting to play versus this Riven jungle. So we will be seeing a bit of a change of the rosters here, and yeah, we'll just obviously come up with this last ban of the Morgana, having been picked in the bot lane versus that Kalista. Picking Morgana into Kalista isn't great, but picking up that Thresh, which is potentially countered by the Morgana, is a sensible pickup. We could maybe see this Leona bot lane, since they were going for this hard engage of the Malphite, but they seem to be picking up this Malphite top as well. Let's see if Henry picks this Vladimir to potentially counter that and have that similar push that he had going on the mid lane, or in the top lane, sorry. So a bit of a change of roster here. We'll just see how it plays out, and I'm just hopeful that we get an explosive mid matchup. Obviously, having two melee champs in that mid lane got quite excitable quite quickly, and but we do come out with this LeBlanc flick, and okay, yeah, this LeBlanc pick, and coming up with the Kalista for Team UnderDogs again, so we'll see that in action later. And Sejuani picks up, obviously very strong front line, just wants to farm up, get that 6 and get that lane pressure slightly later on, just wants to farm up early. Got a Fizz pick locked in here, that should be quite exciting. Having got that Hecarim already, it is looking like an all assassin team coming out. There will not be a lot of appeal for this Vayne. Vayne is going to have to be very dependent upon this this Condemn here. Echo does get locked in for Shammy. Shammy, a very good player. Obviously, he got that first blood on the Aurelia in this pre-match that they played. Einhooker just going to be locking in this top laner now. Might be looking for this Vladimir, but he picks the Sion. Henry's pretty good on the Sion versus the Hecarim. Hecarim is going flash teleport at this point, so he isn't going to be going for any of that smite or ignite business, so just going to be looking to sustain through that early game. Really excited to see Shammy on this Echo. Echo, obviously a very exciting champ to watch, and obviously we haven't seen him too much, so it should be good to see what he comes out with. Quite a mechanically good player, Shammy, so hopefully he's had the short time to master that champion to the full effectiveness, and going to be looking him to jump and dart around this LeBlanc damage and these distortions and mimics. Got this Annie and Vayne bot lane. Annie engage. They are heavily reliant on this Annie for their engage, apart from flanked this Hecarim. With this, again, aggressive assassin type jungler running this Ignite as well, potentially going to have that lack of mobility, where Fizz with his kit does counteract that slightly, but it's very much an all-in composition with assassination from the LeBlanc and the Fizz on top and overlaid on this Annie stun, and looking for Vayne on the backline just to fend for herself. Hopefully they have enough of the threat on that team to allow that Vayne just to auto-attack at the back and not be too harassed with this heavy attack line from this Thresh, Sion, and this Sejuani. This Sion can go very, very beefy, potentially looking for him just to rush that Frozen Heart at the start, fairly cost efficient with that item build. Does shut down Vayne, as she does stack a lot of attack speed. Really good item to pick up versus her. We're just going to be going into the loading screen now, hopefully.
Yeah, I am still at the moment. We got 2 minutes onto this. This whole game was clearly my fault for putting it into draft mode, but I'm feeling really bad for Soggy Biscuit actually now, because they have to go against the Echo now that they clearly wanted to ban in the last game, and I don't know. I just feel that this game should have been put into tournament mode for myself at the beginning, and all this would have been averted. But unfortunately now the Soggy Biscuits have to get punished for my yeah.
To quit out and just load this back up because it's not counting down anymore. This is kind of frozen in this jump select. So,
Alright, it's still at 1 minute 25 for me, so you've still got plenty of time. Yeah. Alright.
But interesting compositions here. Really looking forward to seeing how direct and how engage heavy this assassin combination of the Soggy Biscuits can be, and really looking to put some heavy pressure down early with this Fizz. Fizz can really snowball in this jungle, and looking for him to make an impact and potentially help out this mid laner, because a lot of people are saying this Echo is fairly OP at the moment. He can get shut down, and obviously with this mobility from LeBlanc can dodge quite a bit of damage. He still has to get into melee range to do the damage, and it should be quite easy for LeBlanc to dodge out of Echo's ultimate damage, which has a bit of a delay to it, 3.5 seconds. You've just got to have that shadow that follows him around, catch up to where the enemy is, and then you can pop that, you get a heal back as well. It does a whole bunch of AoE damage, very useful for that. Will, what are your thoughts? Will is left the building, guys. He is not here. Okay, well, I'm still having connectivity issues, but Will's coming back, and hopefully he can just give his prediction of who he thinks is going to.
Alright, sorry, I'm back as well. So much drama going on in the last couple of last comments. Right, I'm back, and Kelly's now in the house as well. So that is all good.
Do you want me to wait, Will?
Yeah, it's up to you. I don't mind.
Oh, that's something good.
Okay, quickly swap this over to the client so it gets to record the game, and then we are fine. Oh, what an interesting half an hour. So yeah, sorry about this, guys. My complete fault, and I really hope that Soggy Biscuit can forgive me for putting it into draft mode instead of tournament mode.
God, Will, you ran down those stairs to get that.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Coming back into this game, obviously very difficult to pick up a takeaway, guys. You always want to be careful going down that stairway. Terribly treacherous. He's finally arrived with his prize and sat down.
Can't wait till this game finishes first.
Yeah, maybe difficult to talk and eat at the same time, although many have tried. It's more while doing it.
Yeah, so we are now into the rift, so hopefully let me get my breath back.
I have a feeling that Soggy Biscuits need to really try and snowball this early game, make sure the Echo doesn't get too far ahead, and just let their tank line of the Siren and the Sejuani just get built up with all this assassination damage, and if they can just survive this burst from the Annie coming down, and then follow that up with the Fizz and LeBlanc burst damage, and lock down this Vayne and kill the Vayne off, they might be able to pull off the win.
Do you know, I'm really upset as well, because I really wanted to see, as a jungler, I really wanted to see how they were going to go about doing the Riven jungle. But I'm actually going to go for, I did want the UnderDogs to win.
This Echo leading the charge here.
I did actually want the UnderDogs to win the last game, and I think you're still going to stick by the UnderDogs this game?
Yes, I think so. I think Henry knows how to farm with his Siren. I think he's going to get tanky enough just to be able to push through the assassination line, and hopefully Battlesnake can just also likewise just play safe enough and just build up those tank stats. I think late game potentially UnderDogs have it.
My head's telling me that the UnderDogs are going to take this game, but my heart really wants the Soggy Biscuits to come out victorious in this game now after me putting them back into this. So again, I have to apologise for that. But yeah, so we're back to the start. No first blood, and I hope it's going to be a good game.
No creeps yet, nothing's happening, just a nice few aggressive wards here by UnderDogs, just showing their dominance over the river, just wanting to make sure that everything's all copacetic and they're not getting attacked as they start off. Bot lane are looking to start with the XP lead, just taking on these Krugs in the bot lane. See what comes of that, as Fizz is getting help. Obviously going to want to get this blue buff fairly quickly. Then I don't think you can attack too many minions, so I'll probably go straight to red and then back after that. Sejuani getting a similar start. Having said that, he is now going for the Skull Crab, or looking to invade the red buff, but not doing his usual path, and is just chilling around the river, just having a look, expecting to see the crab maybe, not realising that the crabs don't spawn until 2 minutes 30, which they just did. So getting that before he starts the blue buff, an interesting start for Battlegoat. See if it pays off. I would have thought he just wanted to power farm, prioritising that vision in the jungle over that doesn't want to get invaded. Nice.
But it looks like it looks like the flash is coming down from the other side, and that is going to be first blood over to the battle snakes.
Yeah, that's the advantage of doing the golems in the bot lane. You get that level 2 advantage, and if you can land that hook when you're level 2 against the level 1 players, you can just go ahead and kill them. Great that they got the vein down, just shut that vein down early, make sure that the Callista can just push on and just keep wave clearing through.
This looks like LeBlanc is going to get ganked on in the mid, and that looks like she is just going to get away. Has she got anything else to ignite? The flash is coming out. I don't think that's going to be enough, and I think she is going to get away with this. It looks like Fizz is going to counter jungle as well onto the Sejuani.
Yeah, having taken that Scuttle Crab a bit late on the red, on the blue buff start there, Fizz coming back in around looking for this steal as well. The Sejuani has to be very careful, getting quite low to these already.
And here comes Fizz. Fizz going down the flash, and that looks like a great play by the Fizz there to bring it back to 1-1. But this bot lane's just getting harassed at the moment.
Yeah, great play of the Fizz. I'm not quite sure what the Sejuani was doing there with the Scuttle Crab, and then seeing the Scuttle Crab not just going and taking that red buff as well. He could have just like left that side of the jungle as soon as he saw Fizz entering, and realising the fact that he does have that ignite and was quite low trying to take on those wolves. Bit of a slugfest in the top lane here. Both gone fairly heavy sustained with these crystalline fast. Sion just sitting on this pink here, which he hasn't placed down yet. Just going to be looking to control this vision on the top side, as Fizz is looking fairly prominent in this early game, which we were looking for him to do. He just needs to snowball these assassin laners if he can. Potentially needs to go bot lane, but he's coming top. Let's see if Henry spots it with the ward here. Does get spotted out, but he does not seem to have reacted soon enough.
I don't think they're going to be able to take him down. I mean, he got him down to half HP, but I think he's just going to walk away. The Sion is quite strong, especially if you go full defense masteries, really.
Yeah, Sion is just unnaturally tanky without any items there. Does really well. Red buff was... I don't think it was actually ticking on him, but yeah, good job to just avoid that. Moved away as soon as you saw him.
And again, the fresh coming down. This looks like it's going to be a 3 versus 1. That was nearly a great hook coming out from the hooker there. But yeah, LeBlanc again managing to get out of these ganks. Very well played to the LeBlanc.
Yeah, the hooker did really well as well, because as soon as they got first blood bot lane, instantly roam rid when all that pressure is down.
It looks like Fresh has been caught, but it looks like Battlegoat is going to come in, and again another gun going to waste. LeBlanc getting some pressure down in the mid.
Okay, so clearly Fizz is dominating the top side, and the Sejuani and this Thresh just seem to be roaming between the mid and the bot, just trying to make plays around that map, really trying to shut down this Vayne as well. 16 CS on the Vayne to the 37, really struggling as well in this mid lane as well, with this gank pressure twice now from this Thresh, shutting down this LeBlanc CS. Got those 2 drone wings, so it's going to delay her item as well. 18 CS on her, having a difficult time versus this Echo, who was meant to be harassed out early because of his melee nature. But LeBlanc seems to be having a bit of a difficulty as Fizz comes to the mid lane. Spotted out quite pink. Thresh roaming as well again, having taken out that Scuttle Crab with Sejuani down there. Really just looking to make plays around the map, just feels safe enough that this Callista can just pretty much 2v1 at this point. Really nicely ahead of this Vayne. I don't know whether or not the Vayne is still having connectivity issues, but really struggling to pick up this farm now.
Yeah, the hook just missing out.
Just everywhere on the map. Like he's pretty much just trying to control 2 lanes at once at the moment. Doing a really good job, just pushing everything in. And this the chamois on this Echo is just consistently pushing in this LeBlanc and just having a lot of issues here. Getting pushed into tower a lot, having issues just slightly just CSing under tower, under a much pressure as another hook lands down in bot lane.
And it looks like Vayne is going to take some damage, but I think she's going to be able to walk away with that. It looks like Fresh is getting caught out, and he was going very, very low. But just being able to walk away with just enough HP.
Rendered a bit too late for the slow there, but yeah, Vayne just is really struggling to get that CS. As soon as she comes out, this Thresh is always there with the hook, and trading quite heavily. Ignite comes down in the mid lane.
Oh, that's a great stun coming out from the Annie, and Fresh just managing to get away. Annie taking some damage from the Callista there, but she managed to walk away. Close game for what's going on at the moment. A 1k gold lead going over to the blue team.
Slowly getting out of hand here. The Echo is now 10 CS up on this LeBlanc. The Sion and Hecarim are doing a nice even job in the top lane. Hecarim just walks down mid, decides to walk up top as Echo backs. Fizz now coming down to the bot lane, trying to make a play on this Callista. Don't think he can get the gap closed though.
My camera's fixing up at the top at the moment on the fight between Sion and Hecarim, and not really a lot going down at the moment.
Now with Hecarim, who's got a lot of sustain in his kit, and Sion, who's just got a lot of tank in his kit, it's going to be very difficult for either one to push each other out. Going to be just trading mana really, and trading spells, and just trying to get that CS and fight over CS, and as much denial as possible as you can is great. That Hecarim just being able to wave clear with his just slice around is great. I've never played Hecarim before. I don't know what his abilities are called.
Yeah, I'm playing quite a bit, but even I don't know the name on them.
Rampage probably. I think it's Rampage. It's his Q, which is his little like whirlwind thing, which is great when you play Earth mode because he's a little helicopter who just runs around the map.
And the pause coming out. Whoa. I wonder what seems to be the problem at the moment then, just looking at it.
It should come up on chat hopefully, but yeah, Echo getting traded off on this blue buff here. Annie's just restarting. That is just going to be the support this time rather than the AD carry on the other team. Having some mouse issues apparently. Very important just to get those clicks and those placements right. Just wants to be in the right place at the right time. Does have that sight stone now, so trying to provide that vision to stop this Thresh just roaming and just getting out of control in this mid lane. Echo did burn his ignite previously in this mid lane, which he didn't really touch on. Trying to burst down this LeBlanc. LeBlanc didn't die from it, which was good from her. Quite low CS all the way around the board at the moment, coming up to 9 minutes. No one's really breached that 70 CS mark. Lots of trading happening in lanes, lots of aggressive plays from the players just really trying to fight each other rather than fighting for that CS. I guess it equates to the same thing, but good job. So you can just take a moment and just look at these builds here. So you got Callista, gone for those early Berserker Screams, great for her, just her jumping around with general mobility. Got that recurve bow, even more attack speed, even more movement, and just able to. I really like the fact that recurve bow now has that additional 10 physical damage on the hit. Just means that you can buy it first and still actually last hit with it, rather than just buying all that attack speed and having, I don't know, like 180 just struggle with that last hit. It's a little bit more, just helps out with that. Boots of mobility from this Thresh, just Threshes all over this bot side river. I'd be very surprised if Soggy Biscuits managed to get this dragon at any time soon because he's just got so much pressure. Having said that, he does need to go back and buy a sightstone because they are running out of vision in the bot lane. Echo going for this cooldown reduction build here. He's going to be looking to build the Morellonomicon, just take out some of that lifesteal potentially from that Hecarim and the Vayne, and just a great item, just quite efficient. Finish that off quite early as well, try and get that advantage over the LeBlanc who's building. Likewise, although she could still potentially go for that. Fiends as well. Vayne on the having been killed once. 33 CS 9 minutes is not
The
where you
chickens
want to
have been in
be.
there for quite a while.
Only 3 CS down from that Fizz having difficulties in the lane. Really nice first blood on her in the bot lane as well. That was just a 2v2, just a bit of an outplay under the tower. Just got that level 2 first. Really nice, just pushing that advantage, having taken those golems. Doing a really, really good job. And the Hecarim now with this phage, just going to be looking for that extra movement speed. My caller came unmounted. Okay, well, I think Vayne figured out why she was lagging earlier, because her computer was overheating for self-handed work. That's rather unfortunate for her, but having worked that out now, hopefully we've sorted out the mouse issues with this Annie, and we should be going back into the game. But yeah, with this Hecarim building the phage, he's going to be looking for this Trinity Force. They're going to be going a bit more of an aggressive build. Just needs to make sure he stays on top of his farm, really pushes that out, and gets that Trinity spike pre kind of 15, 16 minutes if he can. Even though that is a bit later than he'd like to be, but having CS 65 at 9 minutes is probably where he's going to be at.
Yeah, so I'm going to take over from you because it sounds like you need a prep. But yeah, I mean, it's looking a really close game at the moment. I mean, the blue side are up at the moment 1k gold, and just looking at the CSs other than the bot lane, it looks pretty even, 10 coming from Echo, but we all know that the Callista and the Vayne, when it comes into the late game, are going to be pretty strong, so it's going to come down to these team fights, I think. The blue side have a very tanky, I mean, especially with Sion, Sejuani and Fresh, so they've gone really tanky. And then they've got the really strong AP, and then they've got the really strong AD. And then going over to the red side, they've got the Annie, the Vayne, the LeBlanc, the Fizz, and the Hecarim, who aren't really as tanky as the other teams, so they're going to look, hopefully get some picks. And
Back into the game now, Will.
And here we go. Maybe not. Another pause.
Yeah, it was a bit of a apparently, Annie was 100% back in the game. So that's alright, she'll just come back in now. It shouldn't be too much longer, guys. As I said previously, the Scion is going to be looking to build this Frozen Heart, just to reduce that attack speed. Just great with that mana as well, because he is quite mana dependent, especially in that laning phase. He just wants to keep shoving that lane with the devastating smash, which he is leveling. No, he's not. He's leveling the Royal Slayer. He's leveling his E, which people have generally changed around and stopped doing. But yeah, just leveling that that slow, that push out ability that sends a minion back and just shoots it all on the line. Just for that wave clear, rather than relying on that devastating smash. A bit more reliable on the Hecarim, who can potentially just move speed out of the devastating smash. Tell you what, Will, I've got some really weird thing in my flat, right? My main light in this room keeps going on and off because it keeps overheating and then turning off and then 20
Yeah,
minutes
mine does that. It's like a disco. Yeah, we just keep it off now.
I put this side light on.
Is that what we've got to now? We've gone from League of Legends to household lights. Oh, I hope they hurry up because I've got some food waiting. But I probably shouldn't have ordered it.
I don't know why you're taking advantage.
I know, I would have been taking the advantage, but the second I start, I'm not going to stop, and then you're going to be like, there's going to be a fight that happens, and then all you're going to be hearing is, and no one wants to hear that.
If the blue buff got given to the LeBlanc, or did the Fizz take it?
It looks like Echo has got it. Oh, I'm on the blue side. I'm on the blue side.
I'm frozen up on the top. I'm frozen heavy on the top.
I'm exactly where the blue buff is just doing his slow death at the moment. He's just there, like with one hand out, just kind of reaching out, like, someone save me. Yeah, but Echo got the blue on this side. I don't know about yours. I could probably have a look. Let's have a. Can I move? I can move. I could move for a second.
I can move for a second as well. I moved to the right place though.
No, I didn't have enough time. I'm still on the blue.
Well, I can tell you that Fizz has not had the blue buff.
Oh, so it has gone over to the LeBlanc.
So that's an exciting revelation there, guys. We've finally
Right,
sussed that.
come on, let's get this game going. So Cyan says it's ready. Adam is getting some screws as a backup at the moment. Oh, the banters. Right, come on. Blue team ready.
In terms of this Fizz, he got a great solo kill in the jungle.
He
He's
did.
Up to 9 minutes. It's slowly kind of like getting out of that point where the laning phase is kind of slowly going to come to an end.
Right, it looks like the game is back into it. I'm not sure if both teams agreed on there, but we'll find out. Both teams really want to win. It looks like Sion is going to get the kill onto Hecarim in the top, and that was a little bit unfortunate.
That was pretty rapid. That was a nice solo kill on Henry in the top lane on that Sion. Just more dominance in this bot lane though, just pushing out this Vayne yet again. More CS denied for her. 34 CS at
Annie taking the hook there.
Game, having so many issues.
Oof, Calista taking a few towers hit there. I really hope that we're not going to have another incident of UK Inspiration versus Fantastic Foods, because that was a nightmare to deal with, but we'll see how it goes.
That's alright, it's fine. That's what happens. Alright. So Sejuani just tries to invade the Fizz. The Fizz actually just
Looks like the spot tower's going to go down as well.
That's fine. Yeah, just a lot of dominance in this bot lane.
Oh, and going in, that was a great lantern. Annie wasn't expecting, and a TP coming down as well. And it looks like they're going to be in trouble. It looks like they have overextended, and this should be a double kill. Beautiful play coming out from the Soggy Biscuits there. Maybe be able to take it to a 3, and it looks like he's gone in again. But no, that's going to be a 2 for 0 coming over from Soggy Biscuits.
That was a great collapse on Soggy Biscuits, really close as soon as they'd jump past that tower. Teleport comes in, Sion can't reply, Sion teleports down.
And it looks like this is going to be a 2-on-1 versus the Sejuani, but she's just going to get over. I'm glad she made that, because that would have been sudden death for this one. It looks like they're going to collapse onto the mid, but he has used his ultimate, but it looks like he's got it back up again. That was pretty quick. So I don't think they're going to be able to burst him down.
It is quite a short cooldown on his ultimate.
And here he goes, he's going in, a flash coming from the Blanc as well, so Echo just putting his pressure down into the mid.
If that Q had landed, it would have worked, but Sion just trading down that top lane pressure after that TP down. Obviously if you TP down, then you're one back all the way to the top lane, it's going to take you a while.
Sion just dancing his way away.
They potentially wanted to take the dragon and just...
And here comes another collapse onto the... I don't think she was ready for this, and it looks like she's going to get dropped up. Oh no, it's going to take it down! A 1-for-1 trade at the bottom. I really don't think the Vayne was expecting that. So luckily she got something out of that.
Yeah, great to the Vayne. Actually didn't use that build with a cutlass, but didn't need it in the end. Just traded the kills. If she really needed a kill because she is really struggling, that would just boost her to that Blade of the Rune King ever so much faster. As this Callista's getting ever so close to herself. Having finished those mobility boots there on the Berserker's Greaves, going to be still difficult for the Vayne to trade, but getting ever closer. I think an all-out trade 1v1, the Vayne.
Well, that is the bot tower, and that was an excellent hook coming down onto the Annie. The Annie putting down some pressure, but no, the Callista gets dropped by the Fizz. This Fizz is really keeping them into the game at the moment, and it looks like he might be able to get a double kill. What has Flash got on him at the moment? Flash has not got his Fresh. Flash has not. My gosh, Fresh has not got any Flash to get away, and that is going to be a double kill going over to the Fizz. Very well played again. 4-0.
This Fizz having got that first blood really needs to make a bit more of an impact on the game, and he certainly showed up in spades. Contributed to 4 kills till then, really making an impact. Finished that Mega Enchant now, and also going for the Forbidden Idol, so probably going to go for Morello Nomicon as well for even more CDR. Probably needs to build a bit tanky. Going to be looking for maybe a Sonya's third, and then maybe for some,
yeah, it looks like the top tower's going to go as well pretty soon.
You should stay for local gold, mate. Stay for local gold. Get it. You don't want it. Oh, he didn't want the local gold. Okay.
Fizz was around though, to be fair.
He was around. It's always nice. I always feel that it's a bit of an unfortunate situation when you have to let that local gold go low praise. But this dragon has not been contested for after 40 minutes. We're really looking now, considering this bot lane tower is down, we're going to be looking for UnderDogs to assert some dominance over that, especially with Echo having taken down this mid lane as well. Towers now all down for the Underdogs.
Echo looking for the kill, but yeah, the CS is really keeping the underdogs into the game at the moment. They've like 3k up at this moment, but they are 3 kills down. And it looks like the Fizz looking to put some damage down. He goes in, tricks out the way. A TP coming down from the bottom. Looks like Fizz is trying to get all out, and it looks like they are split. But it looks like the Fresh is managing to get a great hook onto the van, and she's going to get dropped. And that is a 1-for-0 going over to the underdogs. And this looks like it's going to be the first dragon.
Yeah, teleport. Nice for Messiah, just making that a 5v4 as Hecarim just walking down. Not able to contest, really nice hook onto the Vayne there. Vayne just caught slightly.
And it looks like they're engaging, the Hecarim coming in and unable to take an Echo down. This should be a quite an even fight, but the Fizz, their main strongest player at the moment, getting down, and that is a 2-for-1. And it looks like Annie's going to get dropped, so that is a 3-for-1, and they get themselves back in. A great hook coming down onto the LeBlanc. LeBlanc just trying to run away, and it doesn't look like it's high, and Sion's going to take that, and that is a 3-for-2 going over to the blue side.
Their Vayne was down, their sustained damage was out of the fight, potentially risky to hang around for that afterwards, and yeah, paying for it. Getting that first dragon, the underdogs now extended that gold lead to almost 5k. Going to be looking to push into these tier 2 turrets with this lead. Maybe contest for these 2 buffs, but they might be walking to their now.
I think maybe the Vayne's got a bit of computer problems at the moment, because she's nearly behind by almost half of what Callista's got at the moment.
They were super aggressive on her though. Really struggled under that tower to pick up that CS.
That's a lot of CS though.
Any objective to get a hook. And when you get first blooded and just pushed on dramatically by the Callista's really good at snowballing the lane. Henry's got this throws and heart now and really trying to dominate this Hecarim.
It looks like it's going to be a gank. He hasn't got anywhere to go, and it looks like Echo is going to try and pick something out. He uses the flash. He might get away. That is going to be an ignite, and I think that's him going to be taken down, and that is Echo picking up the kill there on the Hecarim.
Yeah, that is one of the downsides when you rush that home guard for the teleport impact. When he ran down into that fight last time, obviously not using that teleport impact. Now got TP up though, so now can use it. Invested so much gold into that teleport as they do.
So close onto the Fizz end. LeBlanc just getting caught out a little bit, but managing to walk away.
Yeah, you invest so much in these home guards that he was on a phage at 15 minutes. You really want to be close to finishing this Triforce.
Looks like Vayne might be getting caught out. The
nice.
Yeah. Managed to put some damage down, but I don't think it's going to be enough, and it looks like she's just caused herself her own death unless she can get out, and I think she is going to. Annie just round the corner to help.
Traded flash support on the Vayne. Really important for Vayne just to stay.
Flash Annie is available at the moment.
We really need a few kills on this LeBlanc just to get this multi-threat team at the moment. Currently, this Fizz is just cleaned up on 4-1-2. Really need this LeBlanc.
And that tower's going down there.
Because currently, underdogs are just steamrolling their way through with this tank line. Sejuani now in full effect in this game, having finished that Cinderhole.
But they managed to catch the Sejuani around. She is going to go down. A really good pick coming over from the Sejuani. That's exactly what they needed. But the kill going over to the Annie, and that's not what they need.
Yeah, well, I was just paging Sejuani there for just making it through the early game fairly okay. Doing well for the team, going for that Aegis, just going for that non-selfish build, just trying to build for that AP threat of the Fizz, who obviously got fed and then LeBlanc when she finally does come online. But this LeBlanc is struggling to farm like the Vayne now, and really having a hard time to finish her Morellonomicon. And when you're getting to 18 minutes into the game, you want to be completing these ticket items. You've already got the Hurricane, you've already got the Frozen Heart, you've already got the Morellonomicon on the other side. You just can't team fight at this point. You need to get to these thresholds. And
oof, bad manners coming from the top on the Sion there. But Hecarim just using his full combo onto Sion, and Sion just hardly taking any damage, so that's not the greatest sign for the Hecarim in the top lane there.
Yeah, well, you can just pop your Soul Furnace when you get your bonus HP up. It turns into a really big shield. It's currently shielding for around 130, and when you're stacking so much armor at this point,
Hecarim trying to catch out, but it looks like he's been caught out himself, and it looks like he's going to drop low. But it looks like he's going to get away. His ultimate didn't go too far, and it looks like Echo is going to take him down. No, he manages to walk away, and Echo gets caught out himself. And but the kill goes over to Annie again. Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, LeBlanc really needs to start picking up these kills. Nice Fate's calls just to get Thresh out there and more pushing in, and very difficult to contest. LeBlanc obviously needing to use her distortion in potentially means she's vulnerable to attack and threat, as Vayne's having to hightail it out of there. Just manages to do it for the rotation down the bot lane. Really looking for underdogs, as they've done, to just push their ward line ever further up, and really need to start getting some sweepers down, just try and get that security in their own jungle. Otherwise they're going to be losing these last two outer turrets, and they're going to be pushing for the base in about 4 or 5 minutes time.
Well, the underdogs are going 6k up in gold at the moment, although they are behind in kills at the 20-minute mark. They have got 1 dragon and 4 towers to 0, so I would say the favours are in UK underdogs at the moment, but still a good chance from the Soggy Biscuit to get a good ace and get themselves back into the game.
I just want to point out how far this LeBlanc is behind, right? This Fizz on their team has the Morellonomicon.
It looks like Hecarim is going to get caught out. No, just missing at the top, and it looks like he might be able to walk away from that.
Has the Morellonomicon and the Major Centaur, and LeBlanc still hasn't finished her Morellonomicon. Her damage.
That was a great ulti coming over from the Sejuani. It looks like BattleGoat is going to get caught out. BattleGod, sorry, not BattleGoat. Too many battles in the names nowadays.
It can get a bit confusing, Will.
We've got Jordan, Scott, and now Connor with all Battle Snake, Battle Goat, and Battle God. But the LeBlanc getting caught out there, just managed to jump away, and I think the Ignite is going to take it down. And that is Fresh getting the kill on the LeBlanc. And it looks like Fizz is going to get dropped. That's a 2 for 0 at the moment. Callista just getting away with like the slightest amount of HP, but that's all you need. And this tower looks like it's going to go down. Hecarim looking for the kill onto the Echo. Not been able to get anything. That tower is going to go down.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that this game was won because of the Echo pick, and Echo's OP. Really nice play by the underdogs. Pretty much winning every single lane. This Thresh's done a really good job of just roaming around the map, controlling almost both lanes, just making sure this revolt was shut down, and giving Echo a fairly easy time at the start when he was melee and just having issues CSing. And that first blood on the Bane really shut her down, 100 NCS. Finally finished that play of the Rune King, but it's a bit too late, and Callista's finishing this Bloodthirster potentially when she goes back now.
Channel edited.
And Science now finished his second tank item. It's going to be really tanky, just putting in that multi defense there as well. Got those Merch Reds just going to be powering through. Their tank line has really powered up now. Going to be looking for that Righteous Glory next on the Sejuani. Just power through the base. Probably going to see some Tower Dives in the fairly near future. Bloodthirster, yep, now finished on Callista. So this 2-item power spike is going to be really important just to push into the base. Can potentially challenge for the Baron, and also the red buff on the Soggy Biscuit side is up, and they tried to take it last time successfully. We'll see if they do it again. Nice Lantern coming in for a gank.
Yeah, that was really well played, and it looks like that's going to be a clap. The sound just missing, and it looks like Hecarim is going to ulti away, and he might just get away from that, but it looks like Echo is going to find the Fizz there. And I think Fizz is going back in for more. Interesting. He has got his team behind him, but Fresh is there as well. Looking to pick out... Oh! Nearly picked out the first, but he is going to pick up the Annie anyway, nevertheless. And that is going to be a 2 for 0.
Echo's ultimate. Did that really nice timing, just avoided that burst damage, managed to survive through. Nice pickup on the Echo to try and get the jump on the Fizz, but yeah, Fizz wasn't having any of it. But it is going to mean Baron is rewarded over to underdogs here. Very difficult to contest this. Obviously got the Callista Ren damage, and it goes down so quickly as they expand their gold lead to a 10k gold lead, and it's looking a bit one-sided at this point now.
Yeah, one ace could make the difference, but when you're 10k behind, it's going to be very hard.
The saving grace of this is that now the Hecarim does have a finished Triforce, but that power spike just isn't enough at this point to match the double power spikes of the other team. Echo's finished that Abyssal Scepter just to survive that Fizz Burst and that LeBlanc Burst, although the LeBlanc Burst really isn't hitting very hard. She's even having a hard time finishing off these wolves, goes down to half health.
Oh, great hook again coming from the Fresh. Didn't get any backup there though, and it looks like he's going to be 3 versus 1. No, it looks like the Echo is just going to get their tower. Another hook coming down onto the ADC. She's going to flash away. Hecarim just coming around the corner, but Annie is going to get caught up there, and that's going to be a 1 for 0. LeBlanc looking like she's been caught out at the moment. A flash coming out from Echo, and she's just going to use the passes to try and dodge away. And Fresh is there just to stop her. That's very unfortunate to LeBlanc.
Yeah, I mean, they're having real issues. They went and gambled with this pretty much full assassination team. And when you get behind versus tanks and assassins, you just aren't going to win these fights. Nice 1v1 here. But unfortunately it doesn't go in the way. But Hecarim actually comes up with a Triforce and cleans up the Callista. Will he pay with it with his life though? It looks like
it looks like it will, and that's going to be a 3 for 1 in the end of that trade. And it looks like they are going to take this tower at the moment.
Yeah, pushing into the base now, as I said, just making their way forward, and this IM hooker is just making all these hooks, doing a really good job. He is probably my MVP at the moment, doing such a nice job just controlling that map. Roam successfully, just pushing it out all the way, and just making some good plays just everywhere around the map, and his hook rate has just been really high, and that's what won them the bot lane, that's what created that pressure in the mid lane, and it's what's getting them through the fights as well. It's great.
Yeah, but when the underdogs, when they get their Fresh and the Callista, everyone knows, I mean, we've said this a few times in the games that we recorded, if they can get that Callista and their Fresh, it's their best combo, and no one seems to ban it against them, although I understand that the bans today were a little bit biased going over to the underdogs, but just them proving again that the Callista and the Fresh really works for them in the bot lane.
For them to for Soggy Biscuits to win a team fight, they need to pretty much push bait and just have that control and one-shot someone with just an air explosive comp.
I think that was a flash wasted coming from the Annie, but the Callista is just going to pick her up, and another hook coming down, and they are engaging next to the tower. This tower is low. Are they going to do the fight, or are they going to take the tower down first? Vi trying their best to take down the Callista. The Callista is so strong right now, and the ulti coming down for Sejuani. They still haven't got the tower, and Sejuani is going to top low, but I think she's going to be able to get away. The Callista just doing what she can, and that's going to be a 4 for 0 at the moment. Fizz trying his best to get some kills as he can, and he manages to take down the Fresh, but he's going to pay for it with his life. So that was a 4 for 1. Hecarim just coming out now to try and see what he can get out of this.
Yeah, that was a quick silver shash use from Callista just to bounce around. Got that Bloodthirster will be able to sustain up any damage that she has taken at this point. And just pushing in for the win here, it's looking a bit difficult at this point. Yeah, as I said, they really just needed to make a pick before they set up the siege position. As soon as they set up a siege, started 5v5 fighting, they're just not going to win because, I mean, they're 17k gold down now. Really difficult situation, and just pushing into the base.
They're trying all the best they can at the moment, but yeah, I think this is going to be a GG over to the underdogs. And just another pick coming out. Fizz trying his best to get another kill, and it looks like he has. Fizz is definitely going to be in my top 3 for the plays for this game. With a double kill, a triple kill. Oh, the Fizz. Oh, please tell me he gets the Quadra. He really deserves it.
Making things happen for his
team.
The
Quadra kill. Fresh is coming up, and the great stun coming from Annie just to get it. A great Quadra kill from the Fizz. Fizz really keeping his team in it. The Penta, the official Penta, the unofficial Penta, shall I say, actually. Is Fizz? He's running out. He's looking for it.
He's going solo. He decided to run in the base 1v5.
Is Annie going to be able to get the stone? He's looking for it. It's going to be an unofficial Penta, but oh no, he's going to turn it back into the Anna, and this could be it. The Fizz coming down, unofficial Penta coming over to the Fizz. But I don't think it's going to make much of a difference into the game, but very well played to Fizz for this game.
Yeah, I mean, he did a good job. He got that pressure down the Sejuani early, and he got up that nice double kill in the bot lane as well, trying to make plays. Collapsed when Underdogs went a bit too offensive in the bot lane as well, and just made players around the map. But you just can't have LeBlanc with a Morellonomicon and a blasting one at 28 minutes into the game. You're not going to be able to assassinate anyone. You can't really be much use in the team fight. You don't provide an enormous amount of CC. You've got a couple of chains that can land, but there's only a single target, and are really struggling at this point. As I said, they.
I think it's inedible now.
That Soggy Biscuit that they wanted with all these assassins, and it just hasn't paid off for them today, unfortunately.
I see what you did there, Angus.
Did you well? Was it that late?
The Baron is up in 50 seconds, but I don't think they're going to be going for it. I think they're just going to be going for the win. I have to say, though, I mean, the MVP would normally go over to the, I think, the Echo or the Kalista for this game, but I have to point out that Henry in the top lane playing Sion has played such a good game going against the Hecarim in the top lane, just dying against that Penta for Fizz. But I also have to say the Fresh as well. The Fresh has been so good with his hooks, really making the plays this game. So picking the MVP for this game is going to be really hard. Vi just getting the consolation kill there, but this looks like it's going to be GG. And Vi just getting dropped one more time by the Kalista, and that is going to be the end of the game. So I'm going to start off with my MVPs for this game, and I think I'm going to have to go Kalista and Fresh for the bot lane. Unfortunately for Henry, Fizz it was just an enjoyment to watch the Fizz this game. So my MVPs for this game is going to be Kalista, Fresh, and Fizz, and I'm actually going to give the MVP over to the Fizz for this game for myself. Just for the fact that he was playing so well and keeping their team in this game, and he was just everywhere into this game. I don't know about you, Angus. What's your picks?
All right. Well, my MVP will be the Thresh. I thought he controlled both lanes, the mid and the bot lane. As you said, the Fizz did really well, and the Kalista did well, especially in that 2v1 situation, allowing the mobility of the Thresh to be able to roam. But yeah, I mean, you just saw it. His hooks 24/7, landing left, right, and centre, getting all these picks. Nice hook on Vayne as again, like in that river when they were fighting over that jungle. Really made a big impact on the game. Really started to turn it around and give them the advantage. Just played really well. I thought he set up a lot of the kills for the Kalista, as is usually the way for the supports. But yeah, support shouldn't get underrated.
Alright, so you went for Fresh. Dan, are you still there, mate? Give it a couple of seconds, see if he comes on. Hello, mate, you have got yourself a choice. It's either going to be the Fresh or the Fizz, or maybe you want to pull it over to the people viewing on Twitch to pick for their MVP between Fresh and Fizz for this game.
Yeah, I'll leave the viewers.
Alright, so we're going to quickly have a look and see what they're saying. So what they're saying, Dan?
Well, I can't say that. It's a little delayed.
How delayed is it?
30 seconds.
That's not too bad. We can. I was thinking you had it like 3 minutes behind. I was like, whoa, what? Alright, so I mean, I think the Fresh is going to get it. The Fizz had a fantastic game, but them hooks coming from Fresh was just really, really fun to watch, and he really, really carried. Well, I didn't say carried, but he's just so hard to play against, especially with the Kalista and the Fresh. So when Dan's ready, he's going to give us the MVP for this game.
At the moment, it's actually 3 votes to Fresh and then 2 to Echo.
Echo going in. Oh, unfortunately. Alright, so I think that's going to go over to the Fresh unless there's any changes going over now. But I don't think it is. So are we happy? Happy taking Fresh with the victory for this for Adam?
Well, I mean, that's what I said, Will. So.
Yeah. I'm going to call it Fresh. Very well played to the Fresh.
I just wanted to vote for the...
I really want that first got the Penta. I think he deserved it, but no. Yeah, the MVP is going to go over to Fresh for this game, so very well played to Adam. And again, I've got to apologise for my mistakes costing this game to have a little bit of a mind blown in the early stages of today, but I'm glad we got it over and done with, and I hope we can... yeah, it did. A bit of a handicap, but I think... the underdogs could have just took the game, but they decided to play the game. But they wanted the three bans coming down. That was the Morgana, the Sivir, and the Heimerdinger. So unfortunately for the Soggy Biscuits, who decided to all leave the last game, kind of had a bit of a predicament, really. But other than that, I guess I have to say thank you for our sponsors, and that's going to be a goodbye from me and a goodbye from Angus.
Yeah, bye guys. Thanks for watching.
The games should be played next week during the weekends. I am on holiday in a few hours actually, and I won't be back till Friday, so hopefully the games will be played at the weekends. If not, the second in command of this tournament, Rick, will take over casting, and I'm sure Angus will be there to help him as well. And goodbye from me, and see you later. Peace.